All right, guys, we're back with another installment of 7 Things That the Lord Loves. And we're looking at this passage from Proverbs chapter 6, beginning of verse 16. Bible, can you read it for us?
These 6 things the Lord hates. Yes, 7 are an abomination to him. A proud look, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked plans, feet that are swift in running to evil, a false witness who speaks lies, and one who sows discord among brethren.
All right, so we're looking at this time feet that run rapidly to evil. What do you think the opposite of that might be?
Feet that run fast to good. Straight paths.
Oh, yes. We're going to straight paths. Yes.
Straight paths.
So there's a literal opposite thing, and then but this kind of concept opposite thing.
Right.
We're looking at straight paths. So the concept, the Bible talks about keeping our paths straight, not turning to the right or the left. And so here are people who may have been on a path, but they see something over there and they run straight to an evil. There's a lot that the Bible talks about with this. In Proverbs chapter 1, there's a lot in Proverbs about how we conduct ourselves. And in this case, Proverbs chapter 1, beginning of verse 10, Solomon writes, "My son, if sinners entice you, do not consent. If they say, 'Come with us, let us lie in wait for blood. Let us ambush the innocent without cause. Let us swallow them alive like Sheol, even the whole as those who go down to the pit. We will find all kinds of precious wealth. We will fill our houses with spoil. Throw your lot in with us, and we shall have one purse. My son, do not walk in the way with them. Keep your feet from their path, for their feet run to evil, and they hasten to shed blood." So there's that. Again, it goes back to what we were talking about earlier about innocent blood, shedding blood. But he's saying, keep your feet from their path. And so we're talking about a straight path that we want to be on. And so there's a lot of people out there. Obviously, there's not many people probably enticing you to go kill people and take their stuff.
Usually not these days. But they might be like, "You won't do them drugs."
Yeah. So this all of a sudden turns into a dare to keep off drugs. All right. They might say that.
Do you remember the song? I remember the song. We don't have to do the song.
We don't need to do the song.
We won't do this.
Yes, but now's not the time for the song. But there's a lot of things people might entice you to do.
Yes.
And you don't need to run with them to do evil. So straight paths that we're looking at is, there's several different passages that we can look at with this. Hebrews chapter 12, verse 13, "And make straight paths for your feet, so the limb which may be lame may be put back out of joint, but rather be healed." And so this idea that we keep our paths straight before us and stay on the straight and narrow, we see it again in Proverbs. Bob, you want to read that Proverbs passage there for us?
Proverbs 4:26 through 27. "Watch the path of your feet, and all your ways will be established. Do not turn to the right nor to the left. Turn your foot from evil."
All right, and that idea of turning to the right or the left is repeated quite a bit in the Bible. This idea that you're not going either direction off the path that's laid before you.
Yes. And how many times are we given examples of being distracted by things? We're finding those things that will get in the way of our path, that'll make the path rocky. He's saying these 2 paths that we need to make sure that those paths are clear.
Yes.
And don't make sure we're watching our footing.
Yes.
I don't know how many times I trip over my feet when I walk.
It can happen.
Yeah.
It can happen. But one way that we can kind of keep an eye on what's going on, Psalm 119, verse 105 says, "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path." We sing a psalm, but the concept is there that what we need to help us stay on the straight path is God's word. And God's word is going to light the path that's before us, help us not trip over anything rocky or our own feet, and stay on the path that we need to be. So keeping our path straight means we're walking in step with God's word, and that is what keeps us on the right path. And we stay away from those things that would turn us to the right or the left, that we would not run to do evil. So this is our 5th installment of a 7-part study on 7 things that the Lord loves. Thanks for being with us, and we'll be back quickly with the next installment.
Good night and good luck.
For the song.
I'll do the song for
Yes.
you.